Hey, this is Jamey from Stillmeyer Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in Roll and Bump, a game that I've only played on Board Game Arena so far, so I only have some screenshots of the game that I played. Roll and Bump is a game where you set out a bunch of these cards, and you roll some dice on your turn. You can push your luck a little bit by re-rolling up to 2 times, and then you lock in those dice by placing them on these cards. And the hook of the game is that if by the time the game gets the round gets back to you. So if I place some dice on these cards and then you take a turn, another player takes a turn, say another player takes a turn, we played a 4-player game when I played, and it gets back to me and my dice are still on one of these cards, I gain the card and that scores me some points at the end of the game. So I really like this tension. It feels a little bit like an area control game, a little bit, because, for example, say I put a single 1 value die on this card. That card is mine if no one else does anything with it. But another player could put 2 1 value dice on this card and therefore gain kind of the control of that card because they have more dice than I do. A similar method is used for so here's 3 of a kind. So you put any 3 of a kind there. There are some sets, some straights here. So you can put like a 2, 3, 4. But if someone else puts a 4, 5, 6 or a longer straight, they would gain that card. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if a longer straight could work there, or if you have to put exactly 3 dice. But the point is that you are trying to put as many dice as possible on a card in the hopes that you will still have control of that card by the time it gets back to you. So this aspect of like temporary area control, this time release control, I really, really like that about the game. As well as the ability to choose to, so say I have a 1 value die and then maybe a 1, 2, 3. I could put 2 1 value dice on this card to try to lock it in, or I could put only 1 die there and put the 1, 2, 3 on this card, kind of spreading myself thin a little bit, making myself a little bit vulnerable to other players, focusing more on a single card, which can be good because single cards give you more points. So like this card only gives me 1 point, but if I put 3 of a kind on this card, it gives me 5 points. So you can choose your point value proposition there. This decision to go wide or go all in on 1 or 2 specific cards in the hopes that you will have control of them by the time it gets back to you. So yeah, that's my favorite mechanism in Roll and Bump. I'm sure you can think of some great examples of other kind of area control games where the area control or the majority matters in the short term. So you don't actually need it for that long. You're not building up for the entire game to have control of a certain card. You're just trying to last long enough for the game to get back around to you or for the round to end. Let me know if you can think of some other examples of games that do that in the comments below. Or if you've played Roll and Bump, let me know your favorite mechanism in the comments below. Thanks.